I wake up in the morning and I think I've chosen a pretty good title for a live stream about doing art. Okay, is this actually a little bit louder than usual? I can't tell where I want my voice to be versus the volume. There we have it, probably. Alright, go here or go here. We get oh, Crystal Ball is there, I think. Hello to you, Magdala. How are you today on a fine Tuesday? It was a foot themed sort of title there. Never clicked so fast. Hello to you. Painting green screen. We're free of the green screen, dare I say. Updated OBS Studio, so hopefully everything's working. I was ready for like a little, I guess, a little Gartic phone. There's this is just an art stream. Hi, Deltarune fans. On Tuesdays I do art streams. I mean, okay, I say that, but also, okay, let's go like this. YouTube was so good, slow. I failed. On Tuesdays I do art streams. Okay, I'm drawing ahead of something. I'm seeing a Spampton over there, so is that on my mind? Do I know what the guy looks like from memory? I've been watching animatics and stuff of Deltarune, is trying to be caught up on it. So do I know what that guy looks like? Okay, I say that on Tuesdays I do art streams, but also I was trying to fit in an extra Deltarune stream. So if anybody's awake when my girlfriend gets off of work in like, oh dear, how many hours is that? 6 or 7 hours straight up. If not, then it's just gonna be me and her hanging out probably. But that's when the next Deltarune is happening, because I must hang out. I must hang out with my girl. Okay. And what is a mouth made of? For Spampton. Here we go, like this. A little bit like this is what I remember. This is when I have no references, when I go from memory. Do I give you an ear? You don't have that. You don't have that. Alright, and your face goes outward like this, and then there's one hell of a chin is what happens. And the chin might go like this, and your hair might go like this. Alright, well that looks alright. Try me, come on the big shot. There's Magdala with the Gartic phone. Chat, I just watched Harry Potter all over again. Pirated, of course, because of Rowling. How's that working out? It feels strange that it's such a cultural phenomenon, and then like my mother doesn't know any better or something, and she'll go on the rewatch or something. She's just the first person trying to use my cousins and everyone's pronouns correctly. The first, I don't know, 50 years old adult in their lives trying to use the pronouns correctly and make sure everyone's comfortable. Okay, is one's yellow and the other one? Okay, I'm on here. Please work out like that, or is it more of a bright pink like that? Okay, and get a little bit of the darkness over here. All of that allyship, and then as a regular ass person, there she goes, getting like a little bit of the Harry Potter merch. My goodness mother. There's we had pirating shows. The mold got to Rowling, and now she is transphobic. There's wait, okay, somebody started the mold thing. Okay, wait, I'm gonna try to put a really big collared shirt. Let's put a really big collared shirt like this. And does that look like anything, I wonder? Can I dress you up in red for whatever reason? And let's see how that continues down the Gartic phone. Let's get some more colors on this. Let's get the night sky, I suppose. Alright, what a charming Spampton. There's talk of sailing the 7 seas. Okay. Since there's a bit left on the timer, this is an excellent opportunity to fulfill the title of the stream and try to look up try to look up some feet. It's on my mind. What can I say? And then I'm gonna want Frankenstein animatic, because that is the bit of art by Corin, I believe, where somebody was like hanging from the gallows, granted, but then I looked at the sketch of them toes and I was like, wow, that's artisanal, that's artistic. What can I do? There's going into a pirate age in a tennis suit. Oh yeah, hadn't thought about the colors. I keep getting spam tenna animatic suggested to me. I'm about to go feral about it. I'm full of a strange energy. I'm about to start biting. All right, that's like saying, yes, you're make more Deltarune streams because I finished chapter 4 and I died a shit ton of times. If you do only Thursdays, it's gonna take you a couple of years to finish it, and then. Next week as well, I'm traveling around, so I don't know how that's gonna go. She'll finish it in a few years. Hey, I don't mean to play into a dark prophecy. Oh, something else is wearing red. How beautiful. How excellent. Alright, well, in terms of torsos, some really excellent clothing is on my mind, I suppose. So let's get a torso going like this, I think. Therefore I am. And get some pants. Ordered some pants in the mail. I was gonna go around wearing bright yellow cargo pants, and then even if it went out of style, I would still be happy, because why? Because I had pockets in the cargo pants, and then they didn't come in the mail. Now I'm sad and deprived of my pants. Okay, so here we go like this. Draw a little pocket on these soon-to-be yellow cargo pants, and then here's a little legs like this. Go like this, and what else can I put? Some ordinary sleeves, I suppose. Go like this, ordinary sleeves, and then we're going to be high fashion. High as balls, fashionable. Here we go. On the weekend, my childhood friend came over, and apparently she and her mother have been going to like this wholesale market event that pops up for like a couple of years, and I had no idea what that meant, but apparently it means you go in there and a bunch of horrifyingly ugly Labubu keychains are $1 each, and I didn't get any of those, but I don't know, I got some anime merch and stuff, because I know people who love that. And by anime, I mean SpongeBob, Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and one Satoru Goju, I think. I haven't watched that one, but I'm very excited to do so. Okay, here's the start of a hand. The start of a hand, go like this. And the other part of a hand, go like this. I like how slowly the timer is going today. Is it just me? Is it just me feeling like I have all the time in the world? Eliminate my anxiety, why don't you? Alright, a little bit more of this, a little bit of this, and let's get the straps going like this. And then your bright yellow pants are going like this. Yeah. And then your skin is gonna be the color of freshly fallen snow, I suppose. You're saying Spamton is a twink, Trust? I keep seeing him drawn as kind of a rat, honestly. I don't know what to make of that. Kind of, just like kind of a little creature that crawls around. What am I to think of that? And hello to you, Leviathan. I hope you're doing well. Came in just in time for a Labubu reference, huh? They're so hideous. I almost felt a little bit bad going to the place where people buy Labubus for $5 or whatever, and complaining about how ugly they are. out loud because that's how I bond with my friend. I almost felt a little bad about that, doing that around people who are buying it, but they're so ugly. I can't feel bad about it. I just feel correct. I just feel right. Your favorite Bob the Sponge, Twink Spectre. Really, you did draw him as a twunk, though, did I? It was just the head. I'm not continuing it here, though. No, I don't judge by looks, but those kitchen creatures ugly as hell. I judge by looks more often than I want to admit. I'm really struggling with it. It's probably about to affect the course of my life in a negative manner, and I'm trying to be a better person. Every day I fight, and every day it's torn between a win or a loss. Why is there a Tennessee Quantosaurus Baptinus creature canonically, and we love him? Is a twink a kind of creature? Is it the kind that we reach for? You own 37 Labubu's, and you call them your your Labubis. That's a sentence I've just read right now. Labubis. Wow. Some kind of a centipede is going on up there. I feel like I know when I'm seeing a centipede. Let me know what's going on to the nickname Mr. Okay, loving the turn that's taken. Chesticles. There's Crystal Pop saying, today I'm being the opposite of what I usually do. Everything I draw is gonna be cursed. Oh, well, I'm so glad to see you, and to draw with you that I shall bravely weather the curse, my goodness. Alright, what does legs look like, I wonder? Now, these are the real grippers. You've never seen grippers such as this. Alright, go like this, go like, this, and go like this. Alright. I think it's gonna work. I think maybe it can be working. Go like this. And is this what I want the body to be made out of? Okay, it's gonna be artists. Now, one of the things on my mind, and I don't mean to yap about this constantly, is the simple anxiety of trying to get out of the house more, and for some reason I've chosen dating app as a way to try to do that. Here's the other leg of the horrible centipede. I feel like at what point in meeting new people do you mention, I love to draw the horrible centipede? I haven't gotten that far with anybody except for my dear girl. There's Magdala saying, my friend calls their boobas chest balls. I love my friend. If ever I encounter some cursed information, some fun ass cursed information, I can automatically feel my day being enriched. You're saying there's two kinds of psychic tendencies, silly, funny, and disease-inducing. This is the latter. Oh my god. For sure, for real. Let's get some transparency on this one and fill this in, please. Ooh, I'm so good at picking colors. A little bit darker. And I feel, okay, does this one go like a little bit transparent? I found how you got your colors. I'm figuring it out. We're mixing them together. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And a little bit like this. And we're gonna have some excellent details on here. Centipedes don't need shoes, though. Oh, it's true. I haven't started drawing the shoes on these things. I love Some Night in the Woods soundtrack as it gets to me. A little bit of this. Okay, I haven't quite found exactly how you did the colors, apparently. But here this goes. You wouldn't wear shoes either if your legs were sharp claws that felt no pain and picked up zero dirt. You really know how to sell it. You're really selling me on this. Truly. Okay, so a little bit lighter colors, as we hope this makes sense. And a little bit like this. Is that what I want? Maybe not exactly. Let's get a little bit more transparency, and some beautiful colors will start to emerge. This is looking like some kind of a harlequin shrimp. Oh, don't you love it? Alright, get full transparency or opacity, and let's have a little bit more of whiskery legs around in the proper colors. And do I want a little bit of shoes? I think so. One little high heel, because that can be very pointy and still not pick up any dirt. And then I'm assuming it's been a wild night out for the centipede. You're missing most of your high heels. Alright, goes like that. Should I post the updated Leviathan nickname list on the Discord? Oh, perfect. Oh, excellent. How wonderful. And, okay, may I have a little bit of this? Sure. This is going great, let's say. And somebody named Kraken Ice Cream has appeared. My goodness. Now for verification, can somebody in the chat, can one of you say that you are Kraken Ice Cream if you are? For a little verification, if you are Kraken Ice Cream in the chat, please say, I am Kraken Ice Cream over in the Gartic phone, or else I will, get rid of this one. Alright, then there's my economy, and here's a simple spam tin. Are any of you Kraken Ice Cream? Holy God! Oh my God! The Wow! Wow! Why your nipples got so much hair in them? Who was that in the middle? Downloaded, of course. We save all the arts. We save all of the arts. Wow! Alright, we keep on going. The femboy socks for real. Crystal Pop, was that you? Was it you? Okay, here's a little bit of a floofy hair going on. The pants have been turned into Heron Pants. Crash Bandicoot. Oh my God, that's surprisingly coherent. Now this one could be like a background sort of thing. Who was that in the middle? Oh my God. The roller coaster of emotions I'm on. The roller coaster of emotions. And here we start out. Oh my God. Oh my God. And here I thought that was an ordinary centipede. I had shrimp for breakfast, and suddenly I'm tasting it again. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna buff it up. And you're saying I can see the username, go back and see who it was again? Okay. There's Leviathan who couldn't fit it into one message. Leviathan, really quick, were you trying to join the Gartic phone? Otherwise, I'll kick out the strange individual. And if it is you, it's not a strange individual. It's a. Okay, wait. Okay, that's a middle. Is this truly? Okay. You told me to go back so you could take credit. Okay, so Leviathan saying it's not you. Kraken Tube saying, hey, it's me. All right. Okay, hello. Thanks for verifying. Let's have a. Let's have a good Gartic phone. Hello to you. Hello, my name is Resurrected. What do you mean, grippers? I mean feet. Feet. Alright, what do you feel like next? Whoa! Okay, you've disappeared. And you're saying the updated nickname list exists on Discord now? Okay, most interesting. Okay, which mode do we want to do next? I was having fun with this one, but I will take a moment to look at the updated nickname list, and you tell me what mode of Gartic phone you want to do. And what... God, it's so long. It's so much. It's so very extraordinary. I can't believe my eyes started at the bottom with the LeBron Thong, Ling Ding, Gaster, Logan, Paul, Logang, Legendary Lake Brandman. Laryngitis. Perfect. Okay. Leviathan with a little maple leaf next to you. Lesbian thong, the classics, with a filled on the end for a little bit of filleted. Lennon tan wallet is in there. Lagoon train goblet, length drawn bowsette. I love how all of this is, and you're asking for a normal mode. Sure, quite fun. Let's keep it like. Why is there so much? Why is there so much in here? Let's keep it safe for our YouTubes. And okay, you're asking for the normal mode, but you're out of here. I don't know if you wanted to join in or not. I'll read a couple more nicknames because I was having what percentage of those Nicholas are mine. Why is so evil just a nickname? Des is just in there. Now this developed. This truly developed. Rocket Leviathan, I can see the connection. Little Leviathan, see the connection. Leviathan, we're getting farther, but I kind of see a connection. You wrote down every single one. Misspelled names, jokes, everything. The Tennessee Connoisseur at the very bottom. Now this is a bonding exercise. Long Jonathan. Fishman. What is this? Oh my god. How very perfect. And we have in fact reshuffled, and we can have a little bit of a normal, I suppose. Better with 4 players. Yeah, I could have I could have adjusted the amount of these, but I clicked too fast. So, and I'm having ideas. As I write one kind of thing. Now, will this give us interesting results? I felt like I've written something a little bit vague enough that is perhaps a little bit difficult to represent, and so that could transform. In normal mode, it's quite fun when something transforms. Oh, Luz and Gus head to Deltarune to fight Tenna with Hody. Ooh. Now, can I in fact represent this faithfully? Oh dear, having a burp. Having a hiccups. Can I represent this faithfully? This is what I wish to do. Let's go like this. There's Lupton was a typo, and now it's perfectly canon. Okay, fight Tenna with Hootie. What's the best way to represent this? Here's Luz Moseda. Go like this, and your arms can go like this. Let's just sort of block out all of the good colors first. And is a leg like this? Okay. And then we're wanting like some purple, and this actually looks like the exact shade of purple, so we go okay. And then there's purple and also white in the shirt, but other than that there is some blue on the shorts. Here we are, and a little bit of white on the shirt also. Go like this, have some hair, and your hair is dramatically going in the wind. I've drawn loose a couple of times, but the timer is making me nervous. So there we go. There, you're fighting. Tenna is also here. It's a bold choice to start with this much red, I know. Okay, here's your square ass head. So what can we do? Hello to you, Head Pie. I was wondering if I would learn anatomy, but that was before I noticed that magma was down. It was on my mind, okay? On my mind, okay? I thought we were learning to draw, but instead, as you can see, I'm doing some very rudimentary action poses. with a crossover event. Wow, that was faster than I thought. You wrote the prompt, by the way. How lovely. There's the Python fillet saying my streamer buddy. Okay, let's type something. There's. Are we greeting the foots? There's okay. What's the best interpretation as a final, as a end it off, as a send it off? Okay. Say hello to my little grippers? Is that the best way I can describe that? It's so hard to drop it. I get what you mean. I just want the knowledge, you know. And okay, Leviathan Relation, my streaming buddy once used to be as a segue to a tenor joke. That's how I got the name A TV Time. Oh, perfect. Someone goes to you, shows up behind you, and calls you and you still ignore. Owl House Crack Shippers. Be like, oh my. Now how the tables turn. The feet are taller than I think. Now I get that in the shoes and the sneakers, but I haven't been drawn the okay, here's the prompt. Hyper realistic, and maybe a little bit of Hootie shows up. And how can this end off with 3 people in the Gartic phone? How can this be interpreted? I know what I drew. I only got one of these. There was less in the budget than you would think. Owl protagonist killing Tenor using karate. You know, it's pretty much perfect. It's pretty much good. Alright, this has been cool stuff. If we've got 3 people here, then what we must do is have things being like a little bit longer, I would guess. So, turns for all, or turns for 6, since there's this. Okay, now does that work? For what I'm assuming is a normal mode? I have fiddled with it. They want a silver Tinkerbell levitating as kind of a prompt. What do I think would be the funniest? Okay. Most unexpected villain pregnancy. Let's go with that. How about that? Can we lock that in? Even without them, people always think of them as a square, where they're way more like a skewed, like squared, like a pyramid. There's talk of nice scoopers you have there. Huh. I feel like for simplified stuff, I kind of get the pyramid shape. How did we? Okay, were you just doing telepathy on me? Were you just doing telepathy on me? Or did this make sense? Why are we both having extremely pregnant prompts? There's incel arcs. Just because somebody tips Fedora and says milady doesn't make them an incel. Could make them it could make them a very good friend of yours, who is for some reason wearing a fedora. I say this as if I encounter people wearing a fedora quite frequently. Alright, let's keep on going with this and figure out what this can transform into, because I do love when we get quite off track in this normal mode of a Gartic phone. Go like this, and go like this, and go like this. Very cool. And a little bit like this. I feel like I want to keep some ambiguity. But like, how much ambiguity can we possibly have? It's a tree. Alright, go like this, and perhaps you go like this. Maybe you could like hold on to your own self with your branches lovingly and adoringly. I don't know, I feel like that's a pretty classic maternity photography kind of a pose. Get some tree leaves up in here. Sure. But nothing about this particularly leaves some guesswork. let's put some let's put a singular foot, because that's a real thing that happens, just sort of kicking out. And that's my interpretation of that. Okay, the energy in the stream today is very and also, if I may mention, if anyone's awake in approximately like 7 hours, then I'm doing Deltarune, because that's when my girlfriend gets off work. Hello! Okay, it's TV time! It's... Okay, let's say household appliance throws it back. Thick style. How you do it? How you do it? Do you just remember this pose? Is this just stored on the hard drive of your mind? A visual representation of, alright, I love some vagueness, helps it to transform. How do we do it? Then, I am still plagued by the thoughts in my mind. I don't want to be like a broken record. I am finding funnier ways to induce people to ghost me as I try out this like dating app thing. The first way that I got ghosted was not funny and and disturbed me. The second way was not my fault, so I was cool with it. The third way that is currently happening, it is my fault, but it was so funny that I can't even be mad. It's kind of a bit soon to tell, but I sent someone the meme, if God turns his back on you, grab his ass. I sent someone that, and then afterwards I like dug a little bit further on their Instagram, and apparently despite everything on my profile, this person is Christian. And so and like there's the option to list that on your profile. You could tell people this ahead of time before I send you the meme with the possum on it that says, if God turns his back on you, grab his ass. But nobody told me, so this is my preferred way of what I think is getting ghosted. So here's a visual representation of, I think. I feel like I want to draw a little smiley face on it. There's Crystal Bomb saying, I'm plagued by the thoughts of drawing a buff turkey. Let's draw a little smiley face. Let's draw some little cat ears on this. That makes me happy. Yeah, okay, the eyeballs at first were a visual representation. And then everything else from there is just how I was vibing with it, I was saying, Tana, put that away, this ain't a baking show. Oh, it is now. Ah! Okay. The cops in a wig are here to assist tree pregnancy. Okay, do we have room for a do we have room for more of this? You're talking about squeezing God's cheeks. There's an angel furry happening. Oh my. Call me a third wheeler because I am joined without asking. Now it's TV time, said a terminally ill Tana. Okay, not that Tana being terminally ill, not that is something to laugh about, but okay, the dummy thick version is still in my head, and you're saying random thing, but I think the show Invincible is too straight to get good fan art. It's tragic, frankly. Oh dear, what do we mean that the singular gay Mark in Invincible who loved his best friend, the shippers are real, and then immediately gets killed off? What do we mean? Is that not enough gay representation for the artist to eat? Alright, let's have some terminal illness in your eyes, and some gauntness in your mouth, and some like this, and some like this. Okay, how do I make you look more gaunt with absolutely zero eyes? Perhaps your antennas are down. Perhaps they're quite terrible. And then also let's have your hand. I don't know. Where can I position some hands? That's not even really the question, because I'm still gonna make you double cheeked up on a Thursday. It's a Tuesday, what am I saying? Alright, go like this. It's TV time. Here's your TV sleeves. Here's your TV hands. Here's your I had the option not to do this. I had the option to be sane, to be alright. Alright, here's one hand. Go like this, and your arm is out like this. That doesn't make sense anatomically. I just kind of beefed that one. Well, what can you do when drawing? Alright, and so here is the exhausted breath of a dying man. Nice. Here we go. Alright, now who is Mac and Cheese and who is Rocky Hands in the chat? You got to say who you are, alright? Say if you are one of these, Mac and Cheese or Rocky Hands, in the chat, or I will kick you, because I'm hoping that Macdella is a Mac and Cheese, because that's cheesy and excellent. Alright, so here's the most unexpected villain pregnancy. A tree, perhaps. Okay, Macdella being Mac and Cheese, Crystal Palm being Rocky Hand. Nice. That was great to see ya. Okay, and now did this get cut off somehow? Visual representation. Now there's a mad Mew Mew in the Sky Undertale Switch Edition. Now didn't that just work out most excellent? Undertale indeed. Okay. There's Hyper saying that alt fan and Mark is the first decent fig this fandom has ever experienced. You're starving out here. Oh my gosh. I was feeling the angst just from it. Tree having a child at 3 p.m. Cops call. Okay, the 3 a.m. type of meme thumbnail format. It's funny enough to me on its own. But changing that to 3 p.m., like, it's a normal ass time of day, it does get me a little bit. Now here's the cops in a wig here to assist a tree pregnancy. How does it go? How does it go? Bloody everything. You thought it'd be funny and be Rocky Hands? I am seeing it. Honestly. A crystal palm, a Rocky hand. You just chose to make Tenna dummy thick all by yourself? All by yourself? Okay. That's most interesting. That's like, we shall bury him in the snow so that he'll have a snow grave. Now, and then you just assigned this one terminally ill. It did look for a second like Denna has eyeballs up in the antennas like a snail. Alright, and then we brought ass back, Alright, how many turds do we want? 7 of them, I guess. Here we go. This is gonna be amusing. It's gonna be... Okay, this is all that's on my mind now. Dummy thick Delta Rune. I did finally finish Invincible, and then also the Adam Eve special. Wow, that one was heavy. Okay, dummy thick. Let's put edition. Let's put edition so that it's specified. also finished the Adam Eve special of Invincible. That was some heavy stuff. I thought I was going to watch that in pieces. I think I was crying. I think I was crying about it. Now let's have the phone open so I can find some interesting things. Tenna getting beaten up by El Crocodile and El Child. Well, I don't know if I have time to draw who is on my mind. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Crocodile, you say? Oh, right. That's another way to refer to Susie. Because when you say that, for some reason the foremost croc on my mind is Gummy Goo, Amazing Digital Circus. The foremost on my mind, you would think. Alright, so here's a little bit of fist going like this. A little bit of a real fighter's stance. A little bit like that. And a little bit like this. And I guess you're whipping your tail. Whip your tail such as that. With a little bit of a punch. And, okay. And what is Tenna made of, actually? A real big screaming face, let's say. With your nose up like this, and your mouth up like this, go like this, and your teeth howling in agony. Let's go for it, let's go for it, let's go for it. And some, I don't know, some details such as this. Alright. And then, do I want to assign child to Chris? Or, since I've started this, assign it to Pomni? There's not really actually time to make a decision. There's just Pomni here, who is red now, and making a face like this as you rain down your fury as somebody very small beats you up. Alright, well, I certainly panicked. I certainly panicked in the time limit, but this will have to do. And Magdala, you said you did something good today. What good have you done? I'm quite excited. My mom just sent me an email to tell me that we're all doing Thanksgiving at home this year. Alright, yeah, that's good stuff. Alright, what the blood slide? A slide of the blood? I feel like this. Okay, let's add a roller coaster onto it, because I feel like I'm also seeing a little bit of that. There's Hey by saying, I love that special so much. God, that fight scene is an all-timer. Yeah. Oh my god. When you say the fight scene, okay, like the one with the siblings is interesting, but the one at the end, okay, Gay Vincible, how can we do it? Gay Mark Invincible. This feels too specific. To get a reference image for. Am I being a coward? But I do want to see I don't know, your face is something. Okay, do I remember how to draw people kissing? I think I do. I don't know, it's kind of a process, honestly. The faces are like right next to each other. We gotta draw that heroic jawline that cuts glass, literally, and go like this with this, and go like this, and go like this, and here's your peaceful expression and a little bit of a mouth. What does William look like? Also like this. Okay, here's your hair. Is love winning yet? I'm drawing as fast as I can, not remembering how to draw people who are kissing exactly. Is love winning yet? Okay, here is shoulders that go like this. Please, what were all my hours of reading yaoi for, if not to accurately represent the LGBTs? Please, get. Okay, and how do I make it clear that this is invincible? I beat his ass. No, okay. How do I make it clear that this is invincible? We need the colors of yellow. Please go faster, please go faster, please go faster. And a little bit of the cyan. Go faster, go faster, go faster, go faster. And then like, no, what was that? What was that for a second there? Some hearts? Oh, okay. Gay Invincible. Yes, Xenogoth appeared to say, hey, can I play after this round? Didn't you come in here and draw, like, naked boobs and stuff before? And like, cock and stuff? Alright, here's Tana being sick. Scruffy dinosaur. MARX dying cube. Alright, so there we go. So I don't know, we're having a fun time drawing perfectly clothed big dying terminally ill butts and stuff, which is a totally different wheelhouse than your full color whatever the shit. So I don't know, it's been enough times, I want to say. Been enough times. How about no? How about no? Alright, a crocodile punching. Okay. How do I put this? Let's put the amount of stuff here. Let's put all of this. It's still gonna be the same crocodile with a hat, and that's how that goes. Alright, go like that. And then go like this. And then what else have we got? A ferocious smile, I want to say. Go like this. And then can I draw some kind of classical femboy? I don't know. Here is some punching happening, and here is all of this. I feel like they shall both punch each other. Go like this, and then here is your crocodile-like arm. Go like this, also punching. And this is the type of action that we're here for. What do I think of when I think of classic femboy archetype? Well, I suppose it maybe doesn't matter. Because there's a quarter of the time left on this stuff. How do I convey that femboyness is happening? There's like some cat ear headphones, and then you like are having anime eyes. Yep. If you've ever met feminine guys, you should know that there's some cat ears going on there. Okay, here's a mighty punch happening, and also a okay, none of that detail made any sense. There's Xenogoth saying, is it okay if I draw on the Magma website, whatever it's called? I still prefer the safe for YouTube kind of drawings, but yeah, I suppose, yeah. Alright, now what is going on here? Okay. Dinosaur in suit gets sandwich and dissolves, man. That's all I've got. There's Heck by saying I'm talking about the sibling fight, notably animation-wise, not by narrative impact. Okay, because damn it, the same image. Tenna fed the gang, and now they're fat. Oh dear, oh dear. And oh wow, okay, so the crocodile part wasn't even anything that I started. There's, heck by saying, by the way, you guys, anybody participate in this year's game jam? I just finished working on my submission. I'm super proud of the game we ended up with. Oh my gosh, wait, I played your, like, a previous year's game jam thing that you were part of, right? I played one of those, and it was very cool. That's awesome. And you're saying Minecraft was back up. Ooh, most interesting, most cool. Alright, this has been Down with the Thickness, which somehow evolves into the most rudimentary cat boy I've ever seen. So, what did you do? What did you do for the game jam? Make the game jam first edition. Oh my! So this was supposed to be Deltarune Chapter 3 X the Ring crossover. Okay, now that's interesting. Now. Now we go to the blood slide, the side of blood, the roller coaster, ride on a blood water slide. Okay, is it alright if I assign a YouTube user like Dick as the best at drawing fast in all of this, because I feel my hand cramp, the crystal palm issues a message of no faith in one's abilities, and we're having fun, but this, you got the coherence down. Wow. Minigame. Okay, loving the idea of a game jam. What would you do for a game jam? What's going on? Tenna in the hospital with Rudy. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on any of this. Okay, so yeah, last year I played Celestial Soulmates, which I'm still in the CD for, and this year you made a game called Here Be Dragons. Ooh, okay. Then were you contributing in the arts yet again? Ghost War game? No. Okay, you were contributing in the art or something, if I may assume, Magpie, and so are you good at drawing dragons now, if I may garner a guess? Okay, let's scroll back over all this. Very terminally ill things happening. And now we can be mocked. And then a tusked Michael Afton looks at Vox. We keep watching colorful and snazzy and I don't know, fandom-ifiable shows with a TV-headed character now, don't we? Shows. Deltarune show. You fight dragons by spinning. This is exciting to me. Now what goes on here? Mark trying to hide the fact that he's gay from Omni-Man. Oh, now what's the... Oh, that's Mark's idea of trying, huh? It kind of makes sense. Now here's Gay Vincible. We're being spun right round. There's a 2D anime and you did all be art. Okay, flex. Now here's Invincible kissing a man, a gay, very gay. And it evolved into the making out. Magdala! Was that taking a turn for the omnivorous, for the omni for a second there? Good lord, I'm dead. Alright, we've swerved into Markiplier, and it all makes sense once more. Tenna getting absolutely beat up by a crocodile child, and then here was my interpretation of it. I feel like for aesthetics, a Deltarune Amazing Digital Circus Aspen Hotel crossover, I feel like it could go decently. Mutant crocodile baiting Augustus group with Jester. Now this is comprehensive. Tenna's TV dinners gave Susie the power to save the day from SVN. Do I know what is SVN? And there's the TV dinner. Gay Vincible is winning. And then that's how that one ended. I had an absolute riot with this amount of what? Are you guys having fun with a normal kind of a mode? In which case I'm increasing the hit. This is I'm laughing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a city. I want to figure out. Okay, let's write something real quick. lesbian invincible and and Adam, Eve, uh, uh, just and okay, I can correct my spelling. Invincible. This is, yeah, I know how to spell things. Yes. Good night to you, Headpie. I'm quite excited to know about the game jam. If you got links to it, send them in the Discord, or we may check it out. But good night to you, and it's been lovely to say hi. Luz and Amity in Deltarune. Spoiler alert. Ooh. Okay. Then, okay. Can I draw this one fast enough? Can I draw this one fast enough? Because I'm having ideas. And I want it to go like this. Alright, well, this isn't the proper sort of... We would want to do like some blacklight colors for the dark world. And it would usually go differently, but let's put your hair in front of your face, because Luz's hair is almost like that. And then, do I know what like armor is made out of? Probably not. Spoiler alert, you say. Let's look at... I'm gonna make myself run out of time now, aren't I? Let's make Amity bright pink. Actually, that's the choices I'm making. You're gonna have your season 1 hair, and you're gonna look like a radish. Sometimes these are the choices that are made for you in your life. You don't really get to choose them. Alright, go like that. And then, what kind of awesome lesbian fashion is happening? With like some spikes and stuff? Go for it. I'm completely pink like a beet or a radish. And then you have a sword. Is this the wrong direction? Are we gonna look like we're fighting? You have a sword, and you're going to be fighting or something? Chris Deltarune, please. What do you look like? Can I see outfits? Full on armor is happening. More pink magenta stuff is happening. Some armor like this. Some blue body. And then some boots, and then that's vaguely Chris, and then you need like cool bands and stuff. I'm trying to remember Susie outfit from scratch. I try so hard. Okay. Is that why Ghost 4 was on your mind? I mean, I guess, yeah, technically. Okay, so, Pac-Man Ghost eats full adult human. That's pretty much it, right? That's pretty much the shape of it, right? Okay, what else goes on? We dismiss a couple of things. There we go. And what else can we have? Satan diving headfirst into Deltarune while the sun gitmic. What does that say? If I may ask you really quick, what does that say? Alright, let's get some custom colors, and it's okay, and it's good. Deltarune is always like this color in my head. Maybe because Castletown is like that. Alright. Now how do I represent Satan? Go like this, please, go like that. And now we need your head, the crucial ingredient in all of this, your head. Okay, and your body extends out behind you and goes like this, probably. And here's your arms. Very nice. Okay, go like this, little bit of little bit of horns, and then I don't know, what's a classic face for the devil? The devil from the Bible. Kind of a troublemaker, I guess. And you have a tail, and the tail is pointy, probably. All right. Now, how do we represent Deltarune? Okay. The best way to do that is by drawing a little Ralsei, I believe. Okay, go like this, and have some ears that are happening, and some glasses that are also happening. Woohoo! Ooh, what's this? Alright, and so here's your eyes. You're looking kind of like a Moomin, if I may say. A little bit of horns, and we do have exactly the right colors to give you a nice cloak and things. Very nice indeed. And I don't know, how do I give this more of a Ralsei expression? I do like this character. I like this character quite a bit, I want to say. And yet, I don't know. I don't think I've done fan art of Ralsei. Xenogoth is chiming in as we see a burning city. Okay. New York City. Feeling hot. Panic. Yeah, nice. And Xenogoth is saying, wanna know something crazy? I've been playing that Roblox Gartic Phone ripoff so much that I called Icebreaker mode greeting mode. It's a ripoff, and so they're using the using synonyms. That's pretty funny to me. The Owl House finale. Will death and reincarnation be like? Huh. Okay, now this would be a really funny one if I could copy and paste some things. But let's see if I can draw a little bit of witchy loose from memory. I don't know if I can. Here we go. Here's a beautiful hat. I'm trying to think of the monster form. Here's a hat. The monstrous form, the good stuff, you know? Scribble, scribble, just like that. And then your outfit was so incredibly swag. Okay, what else happens? A little bit of a hat, and then your eyes are like this, and then perhaps you've got a tooth or something. You've got some huge fluffy hair, if I recall correctly. This is not looking anything like Luz Nocera, but I mean, it's still an interesting and cool character design because I'm kind of vibing with it. And then, do I remember how your eyes were? I think it was specifically like this. And maybe your tooth goes like this. And that's pretty fun, I'll say. And then I'm remembering your torso as being kind of like this. And did you also have this going on? I don't know. Just pull some sick tricks on the witch's staff, why don't ya? Pull some sick tricks. Alright, and then more purpling or something can go on. This is approximately string bean, jelly bean, something like that. And we need ribs. Because that was part of the design. And some bones, also part of the design. Well, that was entirely from memory. Alright. A carrot and a jalapeno have a medical argument. That's kind of what I'm seeing, because one of these appears to be in a doctor's coat, a lab coat, if I may say, and I do say so. There we go. Alright, what am I thinking about? I want to, we're doing a little tiny bit of a Smash or Pass tier list. I wasn't sure what my plan for all of this was. I opened up Tumblr, and for some reason they're giving me an image of John Travolta saying, open up your banking app, stop avoiding what you've done. Okay, Hippo is drowning a man in a bucket. I imagine that the hippo's expression is very peaceful, and that might be rare for a hippo. Let's go like this, let's go like this, and like this. Okay, go like this, and then the bucket it can be a slightly different shade of gray, and then the man is like here or something, going like, help me get the bucket off of my head, and the hippo is just so chill with its big nostril and singular tooth sort of smiling, and some dits and dots to denote texture. And then what else? You can be wearing a red shirt. That's something that can happen to you when you're a man being drowned by a hippo in a bucket. Alright, there we go. A little bit more, a little bit like this. And I feel like artistically, we're pretty much conveying this. Alright, there we go. A little bit of that. And a little bit of that. Wow. Amazing. Incredible. Cool. And the water is going like this. Okay. And perhaps even spraying out. How do we convey that it's more of a bucket? Add some bucket accessories. Now, that's pretty much it. There's Xenogoth saying, want to see my drawing on the Magma website? It's pretty good, I think. Let's pull that up on my phone really quickly. How are you doing on this stream that we're calling Grippers? How are you doing indeed? Let's go for it. Let's open some things. And how does all of this look? My goodness, I have to be logged in to do such things. Close and close. Yeah, I suppose a lesbian atomic blob could perhaps explode. Okay, and then that's where Luce came from? That's like he's saying, I wish I had more hands to be active in chat. So, I'm so behind. I'm not even number 3. But you say that, and you're going for number 1. What is even happening here? My goodness. Oh, I remember now that you were saying that you're having a Hetalia phase. Okay, get skilled with the Hetalia. Let's showcase. God, where am I? Let's go in here. Did I even have this properly open? I don't know. So therefore, I'm copying that. Here's a Gartic phone. Open again. And I do like that we ran into a phase of knowing what Titan Luz looks like. Okay, so a Doomzilla had popped in here, and you're getting your Hetalia fan arts. I don't recognize the characters, honestly, but it looks like you're learning the classic how to draw anime lessons, and that's really good. You're saying YouTube is lying, I'm not number 1. There's Magdella, who's also number 1, and you can't write and draw at the same time? Always being number 1. And then here's Ghost War happening, and Pac-Man goes eats a full adult human. It might look like that. It's true. And now Hippo Gumball drowning a guy while he screams for Yeah, it's working. Gumball keeps appearing. Okay, wait, so this one started out as as Ghost Vor, but quickly turned into some types of drowning. Okay, you got to love it, you got to love it, you got to love it. Now here's Luz and Amity in the Deltarune. Did this one turn into a strange vegetable? Because it kind of started out as a strange vegetable. Susie is strawberry and crisp. Ah! Yeah, I guess that's what it might look like when Susie is a strawberry. Frisk is sad that the purple dinosaur has become a strawberry. Huh. And then to me, that looked medical, medicinal, and vegetable. Yeah. Okay, get controversial with it. Jubilee Core, apparently. They're saying, I don't know the characters, I confuse Frisk with Chris. Hey, that's the most valid of all characters to confuse them with. There's Magdala saying your internet is shit. Oh my. There's Markiplier jumping you for pocket change. There's chaos in town, 24/7 alert. Okay, your team carrot. Oh, shock, incredible. And here's New York City feeling hot. It turned out in some kind of way. There's Los Angeles, who is in crumbles, melted and won't miss you. This one turned completely unrecognizable. What in the world? What do I say to it? My goodness. Now here's Deadpool, just chillaxing on the beach, may we say. Hello, Deadpool. We love you so much, Deadpool. Chillaxing on the beach, Deadpool. But it looks like Satan diving headfirst into Deltarune. Oh, okay, and what was happening with the sun? Well, the sun, girl. And the magma, which is still open on my phone, is going to undergo server. And then we're going to asteroidize Rousey very fast. Demon Chaos. You know, it's some pretty little arts, if I may say. How are we feeling about the modes we can be in? This one's pretty fun, but if I may check for a moment as I go to drink some water. You good with this mode? You good for, I don't know, the other modes? It's quite amusing, I shall say, to be in this mode. You wanted to say, wow, the sun is mocking you, and it did not work out. Oh, yeah, there was mocking energy, I'll say. The mocking energy was maybe picked up upon. Yes. Okay. And Crystal Palm is saying, if everyone else is down as we question about what modes we can be doing on this fun sort of a Tuesday, if everyone else is down, what's up? What do we do? There's... Okay, being down for the normal mode is how I'm interpreting that. I'm gonna wait a couple of more seconds in case I start to click things faster than people's messages are sent normal. Oh, it didn't send through. Oh, okay. Exquisite. Oh yeah, that was some fun stuff. That is some fun stuff. I'm down. I clicked it pretty fast. I didn't, you're saying the sun constantly mocks us but allows us to be alive and give us cancer, huh? Some days. Ooh, knock on wood. Alright. Full of the water. That's me. Did I lose my pen, my stylus immediately? Now, if we're drawing ahead, well, these days I have Winnie the Pooh on my desk. Now, I do so adore a little Winnie the Pooh bear. Go like this. Here's your face. And all of this. Here you go. Alright. Looking cool. Looking excellent. And as I try to meet people and make friends that are in my town and like around my age and stuff, I am telling people pretty early on that this is my first year being let out of the house, to like roam around. And like the full version of that sentence is like let out of the house with less supervision, right? Because I have been out of the house. I've been to cool places even. You can say, and it's accurate. Okay, so here's a lovely bear. I feel like the details aren't quite accurate, but the vibes are true. So I've been telling people it's my first year being let out of the house, and I don't know. It's a little bit difficult, I will say, and I don't know if I don't know how to strategize all this. Alright, so here's more of Winnie the Pooh. And if it has a red shirt, then Disney has the copyright over it. But if the Winnie the Pooh does not have a red shirt, then it is ordinary. It's certainly risky to put my beloved, sweet little bear into the internet for Gartic phone. That's very risky. But I don't know. Perhaps there are sweet outfits for this little bear. This makes me very happy. What I've just drawn. Looking at it makes me very happy. Let's keep on going with this. Let's have some detail and all of that. Let's shine the sun down on my very good boy. Alright, here we go. A little bit more of yellowy colors, and go like that. And we shall have some very good art indeed. Go like this. Alright, actually the differing colors of yellow are truly messing me up. But it feels like something that would be in a children's, I don't know, like in the wall art at the pediatrician. Yeah, exactly like that actually. Okay. So what other details can go on one of these? I suppose, little lovely bumblebees? Yes, this is something that happens. Canon to Winnie the Pooh. Okay, go like this, and we'll have some wings or something. Slightly paler. Okay, go like that with the wings, and then that's all we want from the art. There's a little bee and a little Winnie the Pooh, and I've drawn one of the best faces just now that I've ever drawn before. It's going quite good, I think. And I don't know if I left it there or if you still see it, but the reason Karl Marx is in the description is because chapter 13 in my philosophy textbook was about Karl Marx, and I did a stream that was unlisted where I simply read the thing aloud to my girlfriend so that I can be motivated to focus more. And Xenogoth appears to say, I'm done with the drawing I was doing on Magma, so let me just chat here for right now. Oh, nice stuff. Very nice. There's something saying you hug Plushie at age 25, basically 26, and you expect to have a hair. It's the online dating in the dating app is too scary. It's truly too scary. How did the drawing turn out? Wow. Is it Italy? Have I absorbed knowledge of Italia like secondhand without watching it very much that I may know Italy? Yeah, it's scary. That's the rest of the sentence that I pick up there. I get out of my sentence and okay. The Night in the Woods music picked up, if I may say. So let's draw a shirt. let's draw a shirt that's this big, like a barrel. Let's go like this. Okay. And I don't know. I don't know how to be out in the world, I want to say. It's like I'm trying to focus on talking to one person in the cursed app, one person at a time, you know? Trying to focus like that. Do I remember Night in the Woods shirt? Was it an even darker sort of red, actually? Do I remember it going like this? Yeah. So far, I've told one person all of my most shocking boundaries up front at once, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe it can go okay. Maybe that's something that is nice. There's Xenogirl saying, my mom literally asked me if I have a crush on Hitler. No, why would I have a crush on a 1940s dictator? I mean, I guess I understand why Hitalia fans are getting asked that, but it, like, the dictator is not a full character in there, right? That's my impression. It's still such a thing that makes my entire face scrunch up like I've just eaten a lemon. There's still that aspect of that in here. Alright, here's some pants happening. And I've drawn the most barrel-shaped individual that you can ever do. Let's draw some little cat paws. I just kind of, I know there's worse things to be, worse ways to be. I do feel like an abomination for, I don't know, for not being more independent at the age that I am, you know? Before trying to pick a place that I could meet these people from the internet that I'm trying to meet, and I still haven't met people like that. I've only gone to the one sort of outing. Let's put some claws on this. But I don't know, I don't want my mom to react poorly, and she wants to be the one to drive me there and be in the vicinity, and it's not a 2-for-1 special. I beg you not to flirt with my mom at any junction, but also the phrasing 2-for-1 special when I said out loud, my mom comes on a date with me. That's gonna, you know, the whole thing is a little bit fucking traumatizing, but that phrasing was so silly from a YouTube user's perspective. It did make me feel better about the fact that my mom is coming with me on first dates and then like hiding somewhere. I'm gonna be okay with this one day, maybe. There's okay, Xenogirl saying Hitler is not an Italian character, he's a dictator from real life. I'm gonna say if I feels as if I read that out loud too much, the quality of the stream automatically goes down. It's not helping my depression. So you're saying that you have a crush on Ivan the Terrible, and then putting a little 2x1 in the chat. What can I say? That your cursed phrasing heals me sometimes. And alright, is this, okay, so we're doing some legs. Do we get the true representation of what it's like to see a tomboy in a swimsuit? If the hair is, masculine up top, you're gonna have a masculine on the bottom. What can I say? What can I say? So let's go on completing this. Let's have an excellent pattern. What is happening on the side, I wonder? Some kind of excellent machinery, I guess. Alright. And keep going with some of this. And maybe, I don't know, knees? Knees. Yes. Okay, go like this, and go like this, and how does it go? How does it happen? And is this what legs are made of? Wait, I cannot be in a stream entitled Grippers and not even attempt to draw the feet. Okay, well that's kind of 1.5 feet. Alright, and then what we're gonna wanna do is continue the excellent, the sacred legacy of the hair. Please continue the excellent and sacred legacy of drawing some hair. Okay, go like this. So yesterday night, I went to a boba shop with my mom. Well, we thought it was a boba shop, but it was actually, it was actually a fruit and yogurt Asian drink place. I mean, it was really sweet. It was a really sweet drink. The shop was so strangely dead inside that I mean, it's the kind of lack of activity, and also the daily specials had not been updated in a very long time. Let's do a pattern of hair. Let's do an entire pattern of hair, swirling right round, baby, right round. All right, going like this, and it's kind of yeah, that's kind of excellent. Sure, Sasquatch who always love yourself and show off as much leg as possible. This is the laws of the land. And do I want to draw a little bit like this? This is actually saying, how does boba taste like? How do the balls taste like? Tell me the flavor of the balls. I've never had it. Well, apparently nowadays there's like crystal boba and regular boba. The regular boba is supposed to be chewy and sweet, so you're just sort of drinking something, and then you sensation junkie, you thrill seeker, that wasn't enough for you to be drinking something? Well, now you get a surprise and you get to chew something too. Just kind of has a variety up in there. Was this supposed to be a gun or something? Because a gun is one of those things that I feel like I don't know the shape of very much. Alright, is this like the maximum amount of hair that I want to put? Because I feel like I also want to put just a little cat. Yeah, I feel like the cat wants to injure you, because there's a bare leg there, and a cat knows what it wants. Alright, so go like this, and this, and what sort of things can we have? So I don't really I don't go for boba very often, I wanna say. It's good stuff though. Yes, saying that's a beautiful gun. I've never seen a more hyper-realistic gun in my life. You know, of all the things that frustrate me a little bit, that I feel like I'm not sure how to draw them. Oh, look at this, aren't we cute? Oh, it's a regular sort of a Winnie the Pooh, aren't we cute? How does it... Ah! The feet! The feet! Oh, Magdella! Magdella, you think you messed it up? No, we were just, we were just on this road from the beginning. Look at all of this. We got to the second one, and I was like, this is so adorable. And then his human man feet, the human man feet of my Pooh Bear are there. How hideous. I'm so sorry, my boy. Wow! You started this out so strong. I should think more like you sometimes. Wow! Wow! My God! I don't know. How are you supposed to know? Okay, yeah, saving every single one of these. So beautiful. It's so consistent, right? Is this an existing character? Mac and cheese? Ay. Oh. Now I brought some cursed energy to this one, and the feet are back. That's a full frontal view of a toenail. Oh my God. Okay, I'm noticing that the cat paws that I drew looked a little bit more like plugs and sockets. You're saying I should not have drawn the arm. You're thinking you should not have drawn an arm. It's it was looking very good though. Okay, is all of this stuff getting downloaded? Let's have all of it. Now this feels Toriel adjacent or something like this. Not an Azrael, but a Togor. Oh, and then I put like a glorious amount of hair. Wow, okay, so that was some kind of a briefcase, but then you put I put some kind of appendage on it, and now it's and now it's it's like an instrument kit. Okay, you're saying that's my character, Goober, my goop face. It's looking really good, if I may say. I'm inclined to take us for like another one of this kind of a mode. I'm gonna click again unless there's requests or objections. Here I go, drinking some water, going some water. You're saying it kind of looked like the guy from Open Range, and then driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump, it looks like a deer. I am not used to the oh, is what you aimed for? Oh, that's so perfect. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, I'm gonna do one of these again then. He likes beer, unrelated. No, here we go. Here we go indeed, and I really want to be down with the fact that that we have like just a little bit more time in this one. Okay, do I still have driving in my truck? Do I still have that open? Okay, please, I'm just straight up spending the entire first couple of seconds trying to find this. Okay, so here we go. A little bit thinner with all of this. And I just want to see how much detail I can get on one. Alright, so your nose is going like this here. I had this on loop for like a day or so, and then I had Rude Buster also on loop. Alright, I need to study some motions of, of newscasters presenting the weather, because listening to Rude Buster from the Deltarune soundtrack makes me want to choreograph a little dance based on newscaster motions. Alright, here's a squinchy sort of an eye. Here we go. Go. And here goes this. And driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that lump, it looks like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles. And I just keep singing this to myself. Just, I don't know, around the house, having an excellent time, thinking of weirdly vengeful Asgore. Okay, so here's more of a this. And what other wonderful details are we going to have? Okay, go like this, go like this, and go like this. Okay. Yep, it's gonna be a good kind of a day, I tell myself as I draw the king of the underground after absorbing the 7 cold beers. Alright, so here we go, some of this. And what else goes into a beard? Like this. Okay. I don't think that I enclosed this shape well enough to really do this. Okay, what colors are these? Sort of like this, but like a little bit yellower, huh? And a little bit brighter, maybe a lot brighter. Somewhere. Okay, just go like that. And can I use the fill tool? Every day I grieve my inability to use the fill tool. All right, let's just scribble some in then. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. This is what art is supposed to look like. If you've ever doubted that, art is supposed to look like all of this, all of the things that I'm about to do. All right, go like that. Go like that. Okay, and go like this, and like that. Okay, it's seeming practically perfect in every way. I feel a little bit silly about being excited for Zootopia 2, the second Zootopia. It feels strange that they're gonna release a snake into it, and there's gonna be, I don't know, snake racism, something like that. And like it sort of adds a layer onto the first sort of a movie. Did they have like hyper racism against reptiles? If the snakes existed and then Zootopia was specifically for mammals and all of that. That's kind of brutal. It was already kind of brutal. Alright, what else do we get with a shirt like this? Driving in my car right after a beer. Alright, so the hair color is the same with a yes. Hello again, Leviathan Filet. How are you doing? And then you're saying Magma is back on air. We can do an animation. Okay, well, now that I've seen that, I'm excited to do an animation on the next one. Alright. What can I do for these cool character designs? I wish to put some kind of a icy, frosty kind of a thing happening. Yes, this is what I wish. And it's going to look like a bunch of things like this. And go like that. Okay. Nice. And there we are. Okay. And, yeah, so some of this is going to make sense, probably. Let's draw for some reason a fist, as if I didn't need any more detail. Let's draw a fist, and you're holding something, and you're perhaps holding an excellent, staff. No, you're holding one of the 7 cold beers. And it goes like that in your hand, which looks suspiciously like a paw. But this is some pale human flesh colors. You're giving us some YouTube links. Oh my! Is it some interesting things to react to, or some things for the chat to be aware of? Most interesting. All right, and so now here is a bunch of little funny crystals that shall make up all of this. Magdella saying, don't click the link due to the incredible amount of crashing we had last time, huh? I updated OBS right before starting this stream, so maybe something is good there, but also I don't know. I don't know how it all works. All right, here's this and things. You say the green is coming. I feel okay. We're good in the neighborhood, if I may say. We're all good in the neighborhood. Okay, a little bit of this is happening. A little bit of the blues. Blink, 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 blink. Yeah, and this is just sort of the vision that I'm having for this character. Just sort of what I envision to be going on. Go like this, go like this. Giving him a bit of a tan here, and a bit of a, I don't know, the biggest sort of a broski that I can put on you. Alright, go like this. My childhood friend with her entire doctorate sort of degree in the psychology stuff. It's an important link, I swear. Well, it's true that these things don't always crash the stream. Deltarune is sort of a unique sort of situation. Top 5 Shadow... Wait, I think this got suggested to me independently. And... yeah, this did get suggested to me independently. Okay, I didn't, like, comment on it, though, or something, though, right? What? We're not getting greened out. There's just a jazzy fellow. There's just a jazzy fellow. Look at this. It's because Deltarune isn't running at the same time. I am able to click a link. Your Lord and Savior. Okay, and also the fact that this thing ends... Okay, like, number 5 is my favorite, though. Number 5, yes, is my favorite, though. Alfie Griffith saying the green is already here. Looks at the bottom. No, this is just how loud I'm talking, you know? See, what an excellent quote that was. What an excellent quote that was. And then what else can I put over here? A little bit of gray or something. Go like this. Sure. This makes sense for a person with a body, maybe. Okay. And how, what a fun time for Gartic Phone. Yeah, my Deltarune stream later today, and by later today I mean when my girlfriend gets off work in, how many hours? Okay, it's about to be 3, so, a few hours, okay, like at least, okay, like 4 or 5 more hours. It's a weird enough time that I feel like it's just gonna be me and her, but if anyone like is awake then that's what you will be seeing. Deltarune and me and her. And okay, what's up? Well, her in the long distance way, of course. And there's to be a silhouette of a guy who speaks in his saxophone. Would that be a good Halloween cosplay? Get yourself a morph suit and stretch it over some cardboard boxes. You're saying, so when is the Deltarune stream? Now I've seen everything. I can't be spoiled. Yeah, approximately 5 hours, maybe 5.5. 5 hours from now. It might be a short one if we are like all up late or something. And also, I don't know what else to put here, except for maybe some beautiful, gorgeous fishnets. I feel like making it a shorter one also. Okay, they're saying, my god, that is 7 a.m. I don't know when you sleep, and I don't know what time it is for you. All I know is that my beautiful girlfriend is getting off of work, and I want to share in the Deltarunes with her. So farewell, I think. I am sorry. 6 a.m. for you. You're saying now it's 5. Okay. Well, this is all very strange. This is all very strange. Okay. Here's some leg. Here's some leg happening. Let's just say the rest of the leg goes off the screen. And then what else is happening is incredible amounts of fishnet stockings. Let's just have that down as something that is on my mind. Incredible amounts of fishnet stockings. Go for it. And go like this, go like this. This is probably how it goes. There's... Ooh, okay, wait, you T-ranked both boards in Chapter 3. I'm watching people's... Now that I've gone through Chapter 3, I'm watching everybody's, everybody's playthroughs and things of Chapter 3. Finding out the little details, like Chris coughs to show you the right answers on some of the quizzes. Okay, what else is here? But then if you did the Snowgrave route, Chris will not cough, and you are on your own for being an ass. Alright, so this is what's happening here. There's time though. There's time for things. So let's put this all together, I want to say. Without some of this. Okay, let's put this all together. I just want to put slices of pizza raining down from the sky. That's what I had for breakfast. I had a slice of pizza. I'm trying to do my dietary kind of thing. Trying to see how much stuff goes into stuff. But I don't know. If you get a pizza from a small local establishment that has voodoo dolls on the walls and stuff, because that's, I don't know, they put a bunch of funky little dolls on the walls of this pizza place where I got my breakfast pizza from the other day. Eating my leftover pizza, heating up that leftover pizza in the air fryer. Alright, so now some pizza is here. I feel like I've added quite the good addition. And what else would make this an excellent addition? Well, I suppose that there are fishnets here. So we have to suggest the presence of fish. We have to dump this good looker into the sea, into the ocean, into the sea and into the ocean. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's go for this, let's go for this, let's go for this, let's go for this. Okay. Now, how will all of this work? As a person with thick thighs, love the representation. Fun. You're saying you'll be here in 5 hours, expecting a 4-hour stream. Everybody sleep. Number 1, dad. Number 2, husband. And a little bit of somebody who's also on the table, just kind of randomly doing the worm. You know, Asgore and his friend, Pants Worm. Your thigh size quadruples when you sit down. Ain't that the purpose of life? There's Alfie Griffiths saying, I did board 1 first try. As long as you do well in the cooking minigame and get all 5 keys, it's not too bad. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Oh, I could not have... I didn't see any of this. I couldn't have predicted where it was going. And I'm absolutely fascinated to watch this. A total surprise to me. Crystal Bomb, you're scared for what we did to yours? Now this is maybe more centaurs should be a gorilla. Wow, look at that. I'm just gonna scroll over that again. I'm in awe. Okay. Trading some experiences on La Nino and El Nina, huh? This starts out looking worm-like, and then looking fashionable in the middle. Wow, I continued the vibe in a surprising manner. I feel like that kind of fits. I've just sort of added pizza as an accessory, but that kind of fits, huh? Doesn't it? We've got, the ideal, the feminine form, 3 chins going down directly into one huge rack. Oh, I do love to see it. Saying this looks awesome. What? And then was this Jinx Arcade? Oh, it has alcoholism now, and some knees, and some edible knees. You're saying that one looked like me? Oh my dear, oh dear. Okay. A crystal palm. That was such a pleasant looking face of instantly recognizable Jinx Arcane, which I then encrusted in salt and beer. There's bungling up the cooking show. Oh my. The experience of a Deltarune indeed. Alright, so here we go with all of this. A new turn can happen, and then the last request that I saw up in here was an animation. As we're coming up around the 2-hour mark, the hell is happening to my audio? Ooh, I actually wasn't ready for an animation whatsoever. I just kind of clicked on it. Alright, what kind of things can we have? Gay Vincible, maybe? Driving in my car right after a beer. Okay. Let's try to, I guess, maybe draw Chris pointing at the... Okay, if we start out with a poor first drawing, it's only gonna get more difficult, but it's all I've got. Okay, here is some hair happening, and it goes like this, happening, some flowing hair, and here's your nose, probably, and then here's like gauntlets of armor, and then here's animation, and we can attempt to point forward kind of thing. Okay, sort of a maybe I should have tried to go in here with a smear frame or something like that. Alright, well here's cloth, and here's what cloth looks like. Very nice. Okay, there you go. And the armor can continue, and then your legs are like this. Very nice. Cool stuff, excellent stuff. And then maybe your arm is out like this. Okay, maybe this looks a little bit Chris Deltarune. Okay, if I draw like a very faint outline of where we're going, then does that help anything? Probably not. I tried. Alright, so there's... Okay, you had an easy time with the rock concert, and I'm being drawn incredibly short. One of the last things I said to the person that ghosted me was that tall people are my enemy, and whenever somebody is 7 feet tall, I scheme of ways to kill them. Can't imagine why. I'm getting screwed up on these things. Alright, so here is this. Okay, let's make my head a little bit bigger, and go like this, and change perspective perhaps. And here's your little arms. No, here's my little arms going quite downward like this, and my toes are completely out. Sure, God, why? Alright, here's a little bit of this, and then we shall grow. We shall grow taller. We shall grow taller and more upward. Okay, there we go. And it shall be very nice. Here are some triangles on my knee, and and some motions to go up. And then this foot, let's do as much motion as possible. Let's have one foot going a little bit back. Does it mean that I will be stepped on? I don't know. I don't know the way of these things. And let's draw somebody flabbergasted in the bushes. Flabbered, dare I say gasted. And somebody is going like this. And if I, okay, is this what I want out of a ground floor kind of thing? There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, now there's placeholder ranks and wait, placeholder ranks can be obtained in the rhythm songs in Deltarune? What in the world? And how far did I get in chapter 4? Well, currently the game crashed when I was in the vents in Noelle's house. So I have to get back in the vents before I start my next thing. But that's pretty much it. Okay, are we ripping off a face? Or are we going a bit forward? You're saying that's my mom. Oh! Okay, let's come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. Okay. Let's go like, let's go like this. I don't know if this was the intention for an antenna, but let's go like this. Okay, go like that and go like that. Okay, some fun sorts of things, and perhaps an X on your eyes, and perhaps let's see, how much more of a smear frame can I do as I attempt a little bit of a tenna. Just sort of going like that. I really am attempting a smear frame. And here's the I don't know. Last of you. And there's a bunch of trying for T ranks up in there. Oh my. Now you know to censor yourself so you don't accidentally spoil anything. I've been spoiled on the mini bosses, I wanna say. At least that they exist, but not where to find them. But I don't know. I guess I am interested in tips on where to find them. Alright, here is this. But I don't know how those can be, how any such tips could be delivered. How does this look? It looks pretty bad, honestly. I don't know where I was going with this. Something should be yellow on it as well. Something should be yellow. There's talk of a spoiling everything. Oh my. Okay, so now we're drawing something, and I get the very last frame. Huh. What's good for a very last frame? There's no time to think. There's no time to think. So let's just sort of wrap this entire, what appears to be an asteroid. Let's wrap the entire thing around the form of this. Okay, go like this, go like this, go like this, and it's all coming together, dare I say. Okay, yeah. I've actually never tried to finish a drawing or animation, should I say. Never tried to finish one this way in particular. Okay, keep going around the contour of the eyeball, and and that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Dare I say, look at that. That's some good stuff right there. Good stuff right there, if I may say. Good stuff. Okay. All right, there we go. And was not an asteroid, but a rapsteroid. And that makes sense to me. Okay. And maybe there's still hints of the asteroid on here. Okay, maybe that's something. As Leviathan says, by the way, have you ever stumbled upon Felfeb's lyrical covers? They're one of the things of all time. Ooh, do they have a good raise your bat sort of thing, since we're in the Deltarune sort of conversations? And ooh, oh, that's perfect. I asked for what a song was on a video, and got the notification just now of somebody informing people. Okay, did we make Chris Deltarune point forward? Is it happening? Oh, we're pulling out a gun. Can it work? Oh my, not just a gun, but a finger gun. And a little flex. Okay, 4 images, 4 drawings, 1 animation. How does it go? You know, it's more coherent than I thought. Okay, saving that one, going for it. This, like he's saying, this isn't a spoiler, it's hype. Chapter 4 is such a roller coaster, serious, epic, fucking goofy. Oh my. I have heard about the seriousness, honestly. They've done it's TV time, chapter 4 spoiler, and rules card thus far. Ooh, interesting. And then I try to get taller. I try to I try to glow. I try to grow. But who would know that there's only a little explosion? You know what? Still more surprisingly coherent than I thought. Saved. There we go. One for the ages. And what did you start out with, Mr. Antenna? Your face goes a little forward. What's up? The liquid was going out of your glass. What's up? And your face is going onto the... Everybody do the flop. Onto the ground. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm about it, I will say. What's our final animation of this stream? Because I wanted to check out a Smash or Pass tier list that Hijinks Arcade had put around here. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay, I'm kind of feeling that. That's more coherent than I thought. Okay, nice. You sort of turned into a snail at the end there. Bro became fries. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then there's putting the rules card one on the Discord back when it came out. Ooh, okay. Let's enjoy some stuff then. I shall declare this the end of a Gartic phone, pretty much 2 hours in. But let's see what's up. It was either music channel or second music channel. Was it rules card? And this is by Felfeb. Okay, if I may see some things, if I may appreciate some... Oh, please pause. No, one music was playing at the same time as another. Is it pausing? Please?
So the worms have decided to crawl out.
Ooh, that's kind of a good voice about it. What's up? The... Wait a second. Wait, are these like... Is there gonna be like original lyrics here? What? Okay, put some art on us. Okay, with the little repeat for emphasis. And then is this a trap remix of the theme song? Perfect! We're being trapped in the puzzles! Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Oh my god. Okay, well now that I've saved this really good art. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. No, okay, that line is gonna live in my head for a while. They call me Rules because I am amazing. Okay. Perfect. The homie wants all the flames the way he gets cooked. Oh my god, perfect. This may be a villain, but we're not having any homophobias on it. Okay, wait, Lancer looking like a little dog. Okay. The song is perfect. Jevil in a wheelchair. Okay. A little bit of the good editing on here. A little bit of the humorous editing on here. What's up? Thank you for suggesting this. I feel like I'm having a face spasm with the amount that I'm laughing. God. Okay, rap break with the rap break answer. Okay, it's going perfect. Who animated that? Okay. Wait. We're always better with a second rap break. Oh! That couldn't have gone any better. Hello, my name is Rousey and I don't know how to rap. Excuse me? Wait. No. Okay. Oh, okay. What? Jevil appearance. Where did I think this was going? Oh my god. Absolutely perfect. What kind of talking over each other type of rap battle is happening here? Okay. Pronouncing the name perfectly. I don't know. Okay. You say this is a really good feat. Cancer is the best Deltarune character. This rap was fun. I should be emotionally prepared for Gaster of the Gaster of all that. Okay. That was okay. That was actually perfect. I remember what it felt like to breathe air. It doesn't happen to me anymore after busting a lung on this. Okay. Absolutely perfect though. Absolutely perfect though. I didn't expect it to be a rap. Yeah, that's true. That's true though. You know what I mean now? A video of all time. How are you finding these things? Absolutely effervescent, if I may say. I have no idea where to tonally take the stream from here, because what I wanted to do was end this stream off with trying to sort a couple of characters that I don't know in the slightest and have no attachment to, trying to sort some of those characters into a smash or pass, and I still can't tell if that's easier for me versus everything else. Okay, did I send myself the link at any point at the very least? No, there's just some incredibly thirsty K-pop gifs. Wow, didn't know I kept that. All right, we're gonna find it though, the tier list that I could have mother goddamn sworn I sent to myself though. I did, right? Or do I just keep it open here? Was it like a watch or listen to this? It's it's gonna... I'm... Inside job is here. Okay, I'm scrolling past like a lot of things that are unrelated. Alright, I'm not sorted in anything. What's on your guys' mind? There's something saying, Charo, you can now make a smooth transition into the Deltarune stream, like a smooth transition from this stream to the next, a single stream, a 5-hour transition. Yes, dude, who else votes for this? Well, excuse me. Excuse me though, I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get off of the work, to stop working. Okay, you are voting for it. If it is interesting, that and there is a rule about it that there's a replay of the streams and such. My greedy butt wants you to react to this one too. Sure. Let's see such things. Let's see such things, and they shall be excellent. It's TV time with lyrics. Is this from the same one? Good lord. Who did the thumbnail art? Because of that. That's kind of the pose kind of goes nuts though. Okay. Now before I mentally go through here. Okay, maybe the way that I'm trying to find this is by like a tier list. Really? Okay, I guess it was saved in my most recently visited links on Firefox. This is what I'm trying to get into slightly. Interesting. Okay.
It's now time for our feature presentation.
Let's get a little bit more resolution, even though this fits the vibe.
It's now time for our feature presentation. Feature.
Okay, spelling it that way still gets to me.
He's the one.
The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5.
And never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg. The sensation from your scream.
Is
The show that makes you cream.
okay. Did you just say the show that makes you cream?
Antenna's TV time.
So we're off to an excellent start, if I will say.
It's TV time.
You gotta put the. Oh, I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure what kind of lyrical genius we were gonna have. Wow. Okay. Putting your entire Tennessee into the vocals, if I may say. Okay. Okay. It's so aggressively silly. You prison him, but it's the prison you. Okay. It's the okay. Absolutely perfect lyrics, if I may say. And we're deciding that the night is in fact a she, huh? Just sort of a death sort of a thing. I'm no fucking way. Dubstep break. Virtual insanity. A little bit of a Deltarune. A little bit of had to do it to him. Excuse me. I can't even. Doki Doki Classroom. I can't even identify what's happening to us this fast. Okay, and then a little bit of the lyrics going along with the. I need every single one of these fan arts. Seriously considering trying to. Woody? I'm seriously considering trying to. No. I'm about to start printing out Deltarune fan art. It's the closest that I can get to, I don't know, appreciating all of this. Okay. some of this is gonna be seriously stuck in my head. Seriously stuck in my head. Whenever I listen to the song by itself. Okay. The effort they went into this. I'm okay. Awestruck, I suppose. Here we go. Awestruck but not dumbstruck. The whole fight does go like that, huh? It was strange playing the fight and okay. Okay. Yeah, I did think the song was over. I wasn't gonna go chopping off arms about it, but okay, that was actually perfect. What the hell is that? Okay, a lot of things happening in here are absolutely perfect. If I stuff Leviathan, oh my god. Okay. Although this implies Tenna just knows who the knight is and neglects to tell the Lightners for no reason. Nothing is better. Nothing is better than all of this. Okay. I'm still... As we approach an ending of a stream, and I appreciate this greatly, is Metaton telling me to go fuck myself? Interesting. Okay, but the thing that I wanted to fit into this stream that I guess I'm leaving a timestamp for is, okay, this is a smash or pass. And I feel like I still don't know any of it. Wow, homie with the glitches kind of built though. Okay, put that like all the way at was the highest tier marriage. Sure, you have to form an opinion somewhere. I'm gonna pick out a couple of these, and this is gonna be like an ongoing kind of thought. Is this the concept of money? I wanted a background, sort of a sound or something in here. I wanted one of these rain noises. I'm putting rain noises in here as I attempt to. Oh no, it's not money. It's just a character that is completely incomplete without the money. Okay. That evokes no particular emotion in me. Although having recently met my childhood best friend, who is in so much student loan debt that even though she's a full-on doctorate, she actually wants to marry rich. I can understand how having just straight-up dollar bills in your portrait could affect somebody's decisions. Now, who's on this with the hands? Looking kind of young around here, but that's still someone you want to have in your life, right? Now, what tier was that? Someone you want to have in your life, so therefore that's also a type of a friend. How many of these do I want to put in here before I'm ending the stream? Let's have, I don't know, like a 3 minutes worth or something like that? Something like that. And, well, there's some cool designs in here. These newer ones. The hell is that? Satellite titties. Wait, no, that's not a satellite dish. That's somebody's hands and fists. Alright. Okay. That's the kind of energy I'm bringing to the end of this stream. We're gonna smash that. I enthusiastically... Sure, something has to go there. There's some ordinary art girl up in here. That's way easier to fit into my conception of what all of this is. I think I am more into these. These are like newer designs. Alright. Smash all of these cool designs. What's up? And I'm zooming in and trying to figure out what these are. Okay. I cannot figure out what is going on with these proportionally. proportionally, a couple of these seem a little bit strange. Oh, is this an evil flaming skull? All right, I got my beautiful, glorious evil skull shirt back after losing it for quite a while. For 7 months, I lost my beautiful evil skull shirt because I forgot to unpack my stuff. So I have to marry the evil skull because I know what kind of joy that brings into my life. All right, what else is here before we're out of here on the approximate 2 hours and 20 minutes mark? And also, none of this is broken, right? As I go around in here. No, I am caught up on all of the things. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, yeah. It freezes up in OBS sometimes. Hello again. You are still here. I thought everybody left. Hello. How are you? Okay. This is okay. I have missed actually everything. What had you said? Why are the most simp for characters in Toby Fox games both robots who lose their arms? Because okay, I thought that there could be a pun about that. You're more attractive when you leave the army? That feels like it could be a pun or should be a pun, but it doesn't make sense. There's Robussy, the voice being violent, and then the okay. I did catch on eventually. Maybe one day I'll also be the caster of the wing. Oh my stars. Okay. Oh, and now I am also seeing the three Discord notifications. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. But hi again. Now I can see you. You're invisible, and that's the thing. I almost feel like a Human Torch about to blow up. This is fantastic. And it's quite everybody. I thought you left straight up. You're all my roommates in this chat where I live. Hello. If I may honk for a second, as a sign of being a silly goose. Well, now I've brought you. Now that I've seen the chat working, now you're also in this smash or pass sort of a paradigm. I am really liking the aesthetic of these newer things, which I'm assuming are newer things. As you scroll, I don't know, towards these other like forms of games, I can be turned off by an art style. This is just a straight up crocodile. What do you think? Marry, smash, reluctant smash, friendship, not interested or kill. A regular ass crocodile. Ooh, I like the artistic stuff going on here. Kind of a vibe, honestly. That's either friendship or marriage. You know what? Let's put to the friendship. Goodbye to you, Crystal Palm. Thank you for chiming in, and I will, if you haven't already, I will post all of the Gartic phone things in the Discord, and it will be quite good. You're saying, who the fuck are any of these people? You know, that's the thing. I don't know who they are either. And I cannot tell if that causes me more or less stress than a smash or pass where I know who they are. This is a turtle! It's a turtle! Because, like, if there's, like, one for, like, Steven Universe, then I've watched all of the show and I know what's up. If there's one for Invincible, then I've watched all of the show and I know what's up. This is a character? Is this the Crazy Train? Huh. Okay, there's some cool back tattoos going on here. You know, let's put somebody in the reluctant smash category. Do not the turtle. Yeah, fair. You're that one weirdly inappropriate trash can. Give ideas, not the clown situation again. Wait, okay, I'm not even a roommate. I'm the dust bunny hiding under the bed, quiet, observing, always there. I sees everything. What's up? Deltarune Smasher pass when? Right. Well, I mean, I guess for no spoilers, I could do one for the first 3 chapters, and that would make some sense. But surely I'm getting close to having seen all the characters in the other one, and there's some ordinary person with a skirt up in here. It's giving, I don't know, knockoff Harley Quinn kind of stuff. And there's a wow. I am impressed by this art. Honestly, if it were in another style, okay, maybe bright and shiny colors catch my attention. Maybe I'm weak to bright and shiny colors. Okay, I guess that's a smash on this. You're saying, Magdala's saying, I was already said, why would you be sad for being called the dong? I want to be the dong. And you were saying to wait until after chapter 4. So the things that I could do a smash or pass for, where I would completely understand the contents, I suppose, Invincible, Star Trek Lower Decks, Steven Universe, well, I think I'm almost there on Breaking Bad, but in the show Breaking Bad, everyone has so many mental issues. It feels more like if you did a smasher pass, it's sort of navigating your own survivability of the situation. It's not like an ordinary smasher pass. You've mistaken one of the background songs in this TV world. This one's ordinary Undertale. It's the same composer. It is the same composer, but it's a little bit less. Breaking Bad, more like breaking the bed. Leviathan Fillet, going to do the darkest and most badass thing a guy can do. You call it Betty Bice. Hey, good night to you. Good night to you. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. You're saying, don't hate your dog. Dogs have no reason to be hated. It's okay if you're more of a cat person, but do not hate the canine. And if I zoom into things with the very good colors, what's up? This is kind of cool. You know what? The reluctant smash tier is there for a reason. And it's for this reason. That's what's up. What other interesting characters are standing out the most? I don't know what to do with the Crazy Train. When the mouth is very much like as big as a doorway for me. When it's as big as a doorway for me, then I'm scared for my safety. So I suppose, even though I really like the design of this, it shall go in the murder territory. There's really go on YouTube saying this is not what I came for. Yeah. Not all of my streams are Deltarune streams. Sometimes we go off the rail. What did you game for? You came for grippers? What? Okay, let's ask for a second though. What did you game for? Because there's still kind of grippers going on in here. Wow. Okay, let's zoom all the way in and figure out what it all is. What the heck? Oh, that's when I was zoomed out, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I like the colors going on here, but anatomically some things are happening that are scaring me. Okay, let's have a not interested about it. Bro clicked because of the grippers. Okay, I keep seeing interesting things in here while also feeling like there's no way that I can get through all of this in a singular stream. What is this? It has a lot of eyeballs like some sort of a sea creature. Alright, well, as someone who gets a little bit self-conscious, I guess I cannot put that in the Smash categories. And in friendship, I think I would be scared of poking your eyes, so I guess I'll go in not interested. Yes, the anatomy, Deltarune chapter 1, but Jevil is replaced with Pomni. I feel like that would be a funny little fan fiction, right? I feel like that would work out. Feel like that would be cool. Alright, what else is going on in here? In some lands of a smash or a pass. Okay, anatomically, what is this? Anatomically, here's some hair and a really big needle that is maybe also a plane. Anatomically, this feels like an ordinary lady. Okay. Oh, okay, I suppose. Here's an ordinary lady. There's autocorrect happening, and you're saying Deltarune Chapter 1, but Jevington is replaced with Joker. Yeah, what? Jevington is from your autocorrect? I can scarcely believe it. Rousey is replaced with the goat from Goat Simulator, flopping around bonelessly. And you're saying Pomni would actually fit as a secret boss because Amazing Digital Circus kind of fits the meta theme of it all, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Now here's some things with some big arms and some big wings. Your face is your torso. What do I think of that? Am I biased against it? Well, the big hands are cool. So to close out of this in a timely manner, what the hell do we put in the top tier, where you smash and also spend your life together? Weird arms, flaming skull, some kind of a clown, and a computer glitch that's kind of thick though. You saying what that arm do? Boy, I'm not asking what the entire arm do. What the entire arm do. At some amount of arm, you just gotta be grateful for what kind of hugs you get, and but it's interesting, no? If your boo is swinging from the rooftops or something with them arms, then you can koala onto them and have a good time. You're saying it's from the game Arms for the Nintendo Switch. It's all from the studio Grasshopper / Suda 1. So if you know anything from one of those from a studio, then you get it. You'll get hugged from the inside. Okay, I see you. Oh my god. Alright, so Deltarune happening specifically on Girlfriend's schedule in a couple of hours. No idea what time it is for y'all. You have to sleep, but thank you very much for being here, and I'll put those fun Gartics in the Discord. It's been very fun hanging out.